Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another Total War Pharaoh Dynasties Let's Play. The first 10 turns of Tausret this time. Have not been covered yet, so we're going to go ahead and get into this a little bit more about Tausret. Tausret is a brilliant political figure who will focus on claiming the throne if her husband Seti proves incapable of dealing with his responsibilities of the crown. A life spent battling prejudice has made her strong and resilient in all matters, be they diplomacy, finance, or war. Taking a look at the faction summary here. Unique and to our faction strengths and weaknesses. Faction buildings, better production buildings, bonuses to having more of them. Production buildings, lower happiness. Faction units, strong chariots, strongest chariots, interesting. Good at range, but low damage overall. Commands, a province receives instant per turn production, free instant construction. Court, flip plots against their owners. Suggested position, royal treasure. Excellent looking here. Looks like we worship Isis to begin with. Increases happiness and workforce in their province. Okay, that's good. Happiness and workforce growth is really solid. As Tausret, your titles favor chariots. They also provide defensive bonuses in battle and improve province management in campaign. So, chariots, production, more chariots. This flip plot's pretty sick, though. That'll be kind of exciting. Okay, that said, we're kind of started right in the center of it, right in the thick of it. Some of these faction buildings, provisioning headquarters. So again, you know, a lot of this like increased production, but lowers happiness. So want to just be mindful of that. Similarly to, right, like that's kind of the mechanic here is lower happiness, but increased production. So just want to be mindful about getting those happiness buildings established too, and just keeping that happiness up. But yeah, I should be able to churn out some good production here. All right, pull the ruler strings. Let's get it. I'll go ahead and skip this. While this is loading, I just want to say thanks everybody for the support of the channel. Really liking the trajectory, and we're just riding the Dynasties wave, folks. And thanks for all the comments. And you know, let me know who you want to see next. Let me know what's, you know, holding you up from having a good time in Pharaoh. If there's anything you want advice on, or like a tutorial or your guide, I'm here for it. I'm here for y'all. You make this possible, so I'm all about it. Let's go ahead and get started. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. All right, check that box.
A capable
all right, let's listen into this.
Has been the boon of any great pharaoh, and there has been no pharaoh greater than my father. He accrued many brides, yet in wisdom and competence, not one of them was the equal of Seti's wife, Tausret. Seti is an exemplary warrior, yet the subtleties of governance continue to elude him. Tausret, however, knows when to use diplomacy with her neighbors, and when to stamp out potential rebels. I do not doubt that under her guiding hand, our empire will extend its grip towards the hidden riches in the deserts. She rules over the Nile's first cataract most capably, ushering peace into southern Egypt, once consumed by rebellion. However, should the fortunes of our kingdom begin to wane, and my chosen heir Seti fails to lead our people, she would not hesitate to snatch the crown from the hands of the unworthy.
Swoop! Alright. So, Dynasty, of course, we start off with Seti. We are in this Dynasty now. Fierce. Pretty sick. Enables night battles. Okay. Try to take that Dynasty over. Excellent. Okay, so no need to work on the marriage right now. Diplomacy. One thing I do like to start by is kind of checking out who is like
unite my people.
I fight for my brothers.
Kind of on the verge of getting taken out here. You know, a lot of these ones here. Let's take the strength rating. Zauti, which is interesting because they do have 3 total settlements, but they are up there on that list. If there was, say, like, you know, somebody I would want to join war against, it would probably be one of these guys that likely gets taken out within those first 2 turns, right? Okay, Love it. They start us off with a little battle here. Let's take a look at our royal decrees, our tech tree. Looks like we're kind of already built into this. Just because there's a lot of negative happiness to our production buildings, I'm just going to go ahead and put this into here first. Okay.
We are at the height of civilization.
Excellent. So we do start off with some pretty cool temples here. Alright, at this point we're going to want to focus on workforce growth. Looks like that's all we start off with, which is fine. Okay.
The mind prevails.
ISIS, happiness, workforce growth. Yeah, that's major right there. Also want to build up one of these monuments for sure. We just want to work to get our legitimacy up. You can only have one of these built per region or per province, so getting this built up, this +3, this will all come into play when we get our court and our path to power unlocked. Okay. All right.
I will guide Egypt.
So we start off with some Egyptian peasants, strong, nice archers, and then of course these chariot jabs. Chariot jabs. Let's go ahead and just kind of see these guys in action. A little appetizer, you know? We'll wait this out. Let's wait this again. Perfect. I do like how she starts on a chariot as well too. That's pretty solid. And really, you kind of just have your fodder here with these guys. Kind of holding down spacebar, seeing these arcing ranges of fire, so I can kind of just judge appropriately. The cool thing about fighting here too is that you can really utilize these like dunes for vision. If we check the tactical map, we could see where the current vision is. Okay, start bringing Tausret up. I do like how they're up against that rock. That's pretty solid. As these guys focus my fodder, we'll go ahead and move our chariots in. I'm kind of keeping them split up because I don't want them to like throw chariots, throw jabs on themselves. Yeah, these guys are turning towards my chariots now.
Stay aware. Onwards.
You'll die.
We got those nice precursors, which is cool.
Ride onward. Glorious combat.
Use these to get up and around. Can really be squirrely about this too. Hold down shift and click and drag on the map with my right hand, my right mouse button. Switch to direct shot here. Kind of just switch these archers up. Peasant's gonna peasant. Switch these guys to direct. And one thing we can do here now also, you know, is really just kind of swap between these chariot charges, right? I just want to pull them out. So I definitely say, you know, chariots. You're either good with them or you're not too good with them. It's definitely its own vibe and playstyle, so you just gotta be really mindful, especially with fatality in. You don't want to be probably using, you know, Tausret to run in here. Kind of just cycle charge them out. Cool. Always good to fight this first battle out too. That way you don't take like unnecessary losses.
Infantry moving. You know defeat. Kill them all.
Gotta speed this up. Let's clean these guys up. Great.
Another opponent outwitted.
So one thing we should check before we get into this first fight is if these guys are at war with anybody, because what you do here will matter. If we, you know, release the troops, their enemies as well will like us less. If we execute them, you know, they'll like us more. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and take that replenishment, though.
Put them to work.
Okay.
I will guide Egypt in
Got that
any
sword,
way
pretty
possible.
sweet. Okay, this is really nice. This Overseer of Militia. I'd highly recommend building up into this first. This is going to give us recruitment rank +3 for this army, which is going to be really nice as we build out our initial like stack. Okay. Battle loot +12 for the faction leader is also really nice. Keep in mind it only works for our faction leader, right? Okay.
The mind prevails. I am relentless.
And it's going to take one turn for that to activate. So another thing we might want to consider building here is going to be a watchtower. There's not a lot of places to ambush in the desert. Makes sense. But getting a bait general is always really nice too.
Tausret.
Okay.
2 steps ahead.
Let's go ahead and start building up a little bit more of our front
Strategy
line.
needs soldiers. I need the right people. The enemy are fools.
Okay. Outpost construction in Yebu. Yebu. We don't have a lot of stone production right now, so let's not get into that. We do have some good wood production, though, and wood's pretty valuable. So let's start opening up into this. Let's see here. Who is chilling with us? Seti's, like, not even liking us right now. Pretty messed up. Who do we want to kind of... Let's check the strength ranking. Okay, Merneptah. They do not need stone. They do need wood, so we will negotiate. Yep, we'll get that non-aggression pack. These guys are at war with Luca, so we'll join war against Luca. It's very unlikely that Luca's going to come all the way down and try to get me, right? So let's then do a barter agreement. We will ask for... 110 stone. Let's actually throw in some wood to that. We'll give him like... We will need wood to build ourselves, but if we give him like 40, probably bump this up to like... $275. Cool. Okay.
Most wise.
Excellent. And let's see who else we got here. 6.
My word is the highest law.
I stand strong. For
Ramses.
for greatness.
We will... Ramses usually takes out Sukkot within like the first turn or two.
I hope I can trust in
So we'll
your
join
honesty.
war against Sukkot, even though we can't see them. And then let's get a non-aggression pack and make this work. And this is fine.
This works well.
Okay.
In the name of duty, come. Let us see what negotiate.
They're at war with this undiscovered faction here. So, again, like, I don't think that these guys will come down and fight me wherever they're at. So I'm going to go ahead and negotiate.
Come. Let us
Going to
see
join
what
war against
negotiation
these
brings.
guys. Drop that. They don't want it yet. They'll warm up to me, though, especially that I'm buddies with Ramses now. Okay. So we got some decent stone income now, considering. And probably want to... You know, I'd say at this point we can kind of just hold on this. One thing we might want to build, for example, is this Warrior's Refuge. I do like having these, just because it does give a chance to spawn like some pretty cool, unique units that you can then pull into your army. But let's go ahead and save our stone for the important buildings. Okay.
I will guide
Now you can see when we do recruit, they start at rank 3, which is just going to be real nice.
This
Let's keep
is
building
a
that up.
time when culture can flourish.
We'll give it a shot for this to be finalized, and then we'll go ahead and make our move.
Blind
So we
to
can do.
nothing. The gods will heed Tausret. I see all.
When court opens up, it's going to typically cost us to assume a seat if there's a seat open, so we don't want to be spending our gold right now.
Wisdom in all things.
Okay.
Knowledge is power.
Okay, now we're blessed up. I'm
I
back
know
up over
this
here.
land. Every
Get that
idea
front
needs
line again.
soldiers to carry it out. Each recruit will be a vital part
Excellent.
of my plans.
Settlement upgrade available. Yeah, let's go ahead and build into that. It's fine with me. This stone's really coming into play now, which is nice. And diplomacy looks like we're kind of sitting pretty here. I'll just scroll
For
through
Pharaoh's
here. These are our
glory.
quick deals. Kind of just see, you know, who's down. Okay, so Seti. So, you know, I think what we could do for this... Let's go ahead and open up with Seti.
To rule is to...
In the name of duty. Ready to spill blood. Words mean little.
I mean, honestly, we
earned
should
the
just let
royal
this guy die
orders.
so I can take it over. You know? You know? Let's do this. Join war. We'll join war with them. And he does not need stone either. So let's go to a barter agreement. Okay. Well, let's just do 105. Okay.
It will be done.
Now we're picking up some decent stone there. That's really going to help us build out. Okay. Gotta be mindful, though, with this, Oh, solid. Thanks for the sub, Francis. Welcome. When this Niles really allows for a lot of quick transportation, so just be mindful of that. Because you can get kind of just, like, raided. Okay, that'll be good there.
Tausret.
Okay. I feel like kind of leveling up our
Investing in a
archers right now are
strong
good. We're kind of
resource.
just building up as we
The
can
enemy are
before we start
fools.
pushing out. Okay. And I mean, at this point
By
too,
my guidance.
it's a pretty strong army. Let's go ahead and use the momentum to our advantage. Still got about 3 turns left on that buff, which is good. We'll go get buffed to this upkeep. Now we can go ahead and get our archers in the mix. And you know what? Let's go ahead and swap these for slingers at this point. I do just like the range, and I do like how you're able to initiate battles with enemies who are on the defense by getting slingers in there, and then they'll start to kind of like come out after you.
Wisdom in all things.
So it's just a good way to aggro. Okay. Again, always be mindful of our current happiness, what's going on here. Good, good, good.
In the name of duty.
See, us being at war with Luca, even though we're not even going to be in that fight at all, is really helping our diplomacy here.
I always look forward to our meetings.
Proud. I fight for Egypt.
Blessed by the gods.
For Pharaoh's glory. I am interested to hear your
Now we can
thoughts.
probably join war against these guys. And let's see. Let's see if we can just single bar. Let's see if we can kind of just give him some, maybe some wood here. And we don't really need the bronze right now. I don't mind going a little heavy on this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Done at one.
Just wanting to make friends with a lot of people, get the diplomacy up, especially in Egypt, where things are just really compact with a bunch of minor, you know, minor factions and things. You just kind of want to be building that out, because you don't want to get backdoored by anybody. Okay. Alright, now that we got that happiness, let's get back into our royal decrees. And I do like to go, you know, if I was running low on any of these resources, I'd probably want to build out into that first. However, we are pretty stable right now. So at this point, I'd likely just go into our life of a soldier, getting that EXP per turn. It's that passive
Knowledge
EXP.
is power.
Here, let's go ahead
Learning
and
is
get our
power.
reduced upkeep. And now we can kind of start making our move.
Fight smart. The enemy are fools. I will guide Egypt.
Excellent. Alright, here, let's go ahead and... we could start building up into this. We don't have a lot of bronze income right now. So I'd probably just go and get this wood going. Just to have another resource to trade, and wood's going to be pretty important, especially if we're going to be building up these chariots. Yebu. Now we are kind of sitting pretty on some bronze. So I'd probably build this one here. And also just kind of build this one here. Okay.
Tausret.
So we're all nice and buffed up. Rolling out for this stone. We got our diplomacy good and rocking. Alright, they came back, which makes sense. Solid.
I am relentless.
Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, this is kind of dope. We don't have anybody to really marry off right now, though. I mean, we can definitely get a general up, but we just don't have the buildings to build this out, unfortunately, right now. A resource type building producing bronze. Do you like this gold? Let's go ahead and put this one for now. We'll see if we can kind of make that happen.
2 steps ahead.
So maybe let's go here. Recruit a general. This guy's actually pretty solid. Let's go to Yebu. We'll have this guy be here.
Proud son of
Because he can already build up into... Oh, this is the wrong dude. We wanted the guy with the presence. So let's see if we can marry this clown off.
always ready.
Okay, find marriages, find female matches.
I will carve out a legacy. I look forward to our talks.
Ooh, yeah, they're not gonna like that. Remarkable beauty over there. Okay, we gotta find another one.
In the name, I always look forward to our meetings.
Pious Zealot, 10. 10, that's gonna give me a better chance. So her other remarkable beauty marriage eligibility was like 15, something like that. Mine was 10, so, you know, downgrade. So we'll just go here. And one thing we can check as well too, let's see if like Ramesses has anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. Good things always happen when we put our minds together.
Make it work, our offer, that's fine.
Good.
Okay, good deals. Now we got that. Ambition successful.
Wisdom in all
Okay,
things.
now let's go back down here. We won't be able to recruit a new general this turn, but let's start building this up. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep going here. Alright,
Blind to nothing.
let's go ahead and siege
Plans
this up.
within plans. Break them down.
Camandian victory. I feel like this is kind of the last of their main group. So we're just gonna go ahead and auto this one. We should replenish in time.
My strategy was infallible. My learning deepens.
Yeah, so I mean we're
Knowledge
getting
is
some good
power.
replenishment there.
I see all.
Additionally, let's go ahead and keep recruiting. We got a good kind of a front line here. We got our peasants. Let's go ahead and build up into probably our archers
Strategy
now.
needs soldiers. Strategy is key.
Okay. Let's go ahead and convert this building. So Yebu, what I'm thinking, let's actually cancel this one. Since Yebu's going to be our recruiting place for this region, let's go ahead and, as it stands right now, we'll go ahead and build this EXP per turn plus 40 for all units in this region. Okay. And let's go ahead and repair. Repair. And this is workforce growth, good. Build up into this. Got our recruits
I will
going.
guide Egypt.
Converting this, which is solid. Let's go ahead and build a production all resources plus 10% here. And just a way station's fine too. Alright. An assigned skill point.
Wisdom in all things.
Let's go ahead and build up here to get this effect bundle. Good to go. Okay, let's take a quick look at our diplomacy. Everyone's happy. Good, 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 good. Buhan.
Battle is my
I mean, we're not gonna be able to please them all.
For Pharaoh's
Zauti.
warrior of Egypt.
In the name of duty.
Okay. Just gonna start scrubbing through here.
To rule is to be strong.
Perfect. Egyptian consort. That's a pretty nice pickup.
Tausret.
Gives us 5 diplomacy with Egyptians. Dare you? Okay.
Future queen.
Don't you know it?
Are fools. Wisdom prevails. Execute them.
Take that morale buff right now.
To our destination.
Let's break it down.
Knowledge is power. Violence is necessary.
Siak.
Exactly as planned. My knowledge expands. March on to battle.
Okay, and then we'll just force march back into my territory real quick.
The mind prevails. Journey onwards.
For that replenishment. Okay. Here. Charge bonus +4. It's pretty solid for our chariots.
Learning is power.
Alright, let's go ahead and build this up. Expired barters, let's check this out.
Pharaoh smiles upon his subjects.
Yeah, see, so essentially we took all their stone. And they don't now, since we gave them, they don't need that anymore, which is cool. It's just like reactive, which is kind of dope. Yeah, I just want to be building up stronger relations here.
Most wise.
Because that'll make it now for all of his vassals to like me more as well, too. Okay. And let's see here. We probably need to get another stone. Even though we actually did just get a stone settlement, which is good. That allows us to not be so reliant on other factions for those resources, which is good. Alright, let's get into court here. So let's see. What I would do first, it says that, looking at our faction summary, for court... Royal Treasurer is what it's asking us. It's which it's recommending, and that's, you know, typically a good call.
Be welcome.
Royal Treasurer. Okay.
Beloved.
So let's start plotting against this clown. Although we are at 29 legitimacy and he's at 42, it's going to be kind of a tough ask. So what we'll do is we'll perform intrigue. We need about 360 to do that. So maybe we got to start small a little bit. So this vizier has the closest legitimacy to us at 33. So this is going to be our best bet for basically blackmailing, stealing legitimacy from them. Okay. Then next turn what we'll do is we'll gossip to build up that regard, and then we'll use that regard to strengthen this plot. Let's see if we could do... core. Let's go here real quick. Do our diplomacy. Let's see if we can get a little gold. Who doesn't need gold? Alright, Ramses.
The future of Egypt.
Ramses needs bronze, though.
A great leader.
So let's
knows
do
when
a
to
single
listen.
barter. Okay.
We work together.
Excellent. Now next turn what we'll do is we'll spend this gold to build
Wisdom
up
in
just a
all
massive
things.
amount of regard with him. With our target. And then we'll just kind of spend that regard for the next 5 turns or next 4 turns to discredit him and get that legitimacy. Okay.
Plans within plans.
Mm-hmm.
Engage the enemy. Follow my direction. Break them down. Violence is necessary.
We do lose some peasants, but I mean, they're also, you know, expendable. So we're gonna just take this auto. Just want to be expanding ASAP, you know?
Another opponent outwitted.
Occupies good.
Wisdom is its own reward.
Okay, this is now our first province. I do like to put it into workforce growth first. We're sitting nicely at enough food, so even though that is going to take a little bit off of our food, having this workforce growth is really going to allow us to build up these provinces ASAP. With that, we'll go ahead and drop it into here. Let's get a repair. Cool. Okay.
The enemy are fools.
We did lose a little bit of our melee line, so we'll
Investing
go ahead and
in
just
a
kind of swap
strong
those to
result.
axes now. Okay, here we got noise. Just gonna want to build up these shrines so that we can get our devoted general rank here. And then, you know, one thing we can consider as well, too, if we look into this, looking at our all gods, you know, Isis is good for these shrines that give the happiness and workforce growth. Those are pretty strong. But, for example, you know, if maybe we wanted, like, this devoted general to have, like, high range lethality. So if we have a lot of chariots that are javelins, maybe we swap over to this. This still gives a good amount of workforce growth. You know, I don't think we'll be really too big on the melee side of things, but, you know, kind of looking at some of these for, like, devoted general. Prayer giving charge bonus effects. Charge bonus, this army. Upkeep minus 16. You know, happiness plus 8 for the shrines. So just knowing that you can always switch gods as necessary. At this point, though, we are still building up, so I do like the workforce and happiness. So I'm not going to go ahead and go straight
Tausret.
switching to, like, range lethality. We're not really even built out for that right now. Okay.
I will guide Egypt.
Taking a look at our court action,
The
I'll
divine
go ahead
call
and
bids you welcome.
perform
Here
intrigue.
you serve at my behest.
160. Oh, okay, so we are making it. So next turn. So let's see here. When it comes to making or performing intrigue, conspire takes about 20 regard. So what we'll do is let's do it with... Okay.
I have a good feeling about you, friend.
Unassign skill points.
2 steps ahead.
Go ahead and polish off this one here for this level 5 effect bundle.
Blind
Good on
to
the
nothing.
recruits. Got about 1 turn here before we can start getting, you know, better shield units, for example. So we're building out nicely. Royal Decree available. We're getting that EXP bonus. If we are going to be building out now into, you know, perhaps if we might want to start focusing on this, these chariots. But I'd say at this point, probably working towards maybe getting that bronze up. Also, food's going to be pretty important, but let's just focus on food. Okay.
I am always glad to see
Yeah, Seti
my sweet.
doesn't want stone, so they do need wood. Let's go ahead and cancel this. Let's do a barter agreement. I'll give them like 50 wood. Ask for like 200 stone, 230. 240 is good.
Someone had.
Okay, excellent. Let's end this turn here. So again, with a lot of these like 10 turns, you know, I wouldn't call them guides per se, but like this is how I would play them out using all the different mechanics. So
begins your demise.
see, like this homie wants to bang. It's fine. We needed someplace to go, and we're already up here, which is great.
Fight beside me.
Yep, thought so.
I will crush you into dirt.
This is what happens. You'll notice these were all the factions that I didn't build relations with, which is fine, because they were already like kind of at war with other places as well too. So you have to kind of pick and choose. Okay, let's see here. Maintain. Probably will be able to do this one. Awesome. Okay. Now here, what we might consider doing before we start moving on is getting the shields.
Numbers are key.
Before we start pushing in.
The mind prevails.
Food is good. Be a little bit out of deficit once these other guys get recruited. But I do want to get our garrisons built up. Okay. Court action
Be
available.
welcome in the court of Meneptah, beloved of the gods.
So let's see, to increase this plot, we need 30 regard with the target. So let's perform some intrigue. Let's assist this guy. We got now 120.
You are wise to come to me. I am a valuable friend to have.
This one, this will likely draw some fire. So this is kind of fine to start building this out. May even just build out this one for the ambush chance, and then use this to recruit another general here.
My name will be legend.
This can be our bait general.
Warrior of Egypt.
Outpost construction in mess. I'd probably recommend doing a economic outpost here for this 10% resource production. Gold is gold, baby. Okay, this is fine, fine. Yep, this guy's coming down as this bait. Alright. So we are getting a lot of wars against us. However, we are now, at this point where we're building up our garrisons, building up our settlement levels. So we do have some nice garrisons in there. Faction destroyed Sukkot, which is good. Let's refuse this. Let's go to our court. We'll go ahead and get our plots. We will then increase this to 71%. And then we'll be able to increase this to probably about like 90 or so within the next few turns. Okay, Ancient Legacy available. Let's see. I mean, I would always recommend the Heretic. This is just a really solid one. You're able to combine 2 gods into a single god, and you could just get some. This is really good if you're trying to go end game too, because this just stacks upon itself. This merchant's pretty cool too. It's a nice little like caravan mini game. It's pretty powerful if you take the time to do it. So this is a fun one to do. But I maybe would say for Tausret, like, you know, I'd maybe kind of check this Khufu one, simply because we are in that region that has a lot of these spots where you can build up these unique outpost sites. And so I would say, you know, probably check out this one, depending on how you're trying to play, but this is one I would do, right? So here's these ones that we got to go ahead and capture first, and then we'll be able to, you know, get the buffs from that. Massive legitimacy here. Prayer duration. You know, great gardens. A lot of legitimacy can come from here too, so. Cool. Just got to finish that construction.
Knowledge is power.
All right.
Learning is power.
What we can do here now, I think we can reach.
Strategy.
Yep, does look like we can. So what we might want to do here. How much is this quick construct? 92. So we could activate with that.
All will remember me.
We will put this guy into force march here.
Ready yourselves, men.
Just so that he can get some experience too. And we'll put this guy right at this zone of control here. We do want to move him out a little bit from where Tausret's going to be in.
Journeying on.
So we don't want to block her by any means. And then we'll run her up. Let's go ahead and get her buffed first here, though.
Wisdom in all things.
And then engage here.
Engage the enemy.
Yes, you shall. All right, and I mean at this point, you know, we could definitely just manual this, but you know, maybe we fight this out. But maybe we also auto-resolve this.
My strategy was infallible.
Okay, we'll go ahead and just take this replenishment at this point.
We'll make use of them.
Okay.
I am relentless. Future queen.
Try to get her off of these
Marching ahead.
desert areas here.
I will carve out a legacy.
This is why you might want to build up like this as a way station, right? This one here, in this area, desert immunity, but it only works in this area. Here though, let's go ahead and focus on building up our provinces, garrisons first. Tausret can definitely use this turn to then recruit 2 more.
Strategy
Get this fixing force on. Okay. Now we can use this guy as our bait too. Unassigned skill point for this guy.
For the Empire.
Yep, let's put that into there. Kind of build him out here too. Power of the Crown. Okay. So we could see we're starting to raise up there with a lot of the fighting we've been doing to get that legitimacy, having those monuments built. But you know, we're not really in the running for this yet, and I wouldn't really recommend going after this ASAP, you know, just kind of biding your time for that. Okay.
For Pharaoh's glory.
Great power, they're just pissed.
In the name of duty.
Should be improving though, since we are military actions. Copy. They have a trade agreement with these guys right now, so they're not too stoked on that. Okay. I mean, that's just, it's going to be what it's going to be. You can't make everybody happy here. All right. That is all set there. We are losing out on a little bit of food, though, but, you know, we could definitely go ahead and say, for example, if you wanted to, go to diplomacy. We could say who needs wood, who doesn't need food. Okay, and then just check out who is chilling with us. These guys are, you know, maybe negotiate with these guys. Let's do a barter agreement. Give them like 50 wood per turn, even if it's just like 500 or something. Okay.
Civilization is
this will now start increasing them. So, you know, just checking out like what's kind of dropping here. These guys, for example, they can't really declare war on me because they're vassals. So just knowing that that's part of it too. Okay. Don't really want these guys also joining the war. So they need stone and they don't need food. So let's do a barter agreement. We'll give them, you know, we're making some D stone right now. So we'll give them like 100 stone. Just like 200 food or something.
It will be done.
Okay, now that's increasing.
I stand strong.
So again, just being mindful of, you know, your diplomatic relationships. Danelle. Checking out the strength ranking of them. Okay. This guy wants wood. Okay.
Are you here to offer sage advice, Tausret?
And he does not want stone. He does not want food either, so let's maybe just go for another like 100 here. Okay.
Egypt could benefit.
Good to go. And that can be, yeah, the turn there. Make sure we did our court action.
May the wisdom
Confirmed.
of court guide us to glory.
Yeah, we got some movement over there. Big movement coming in. Big movement. Okay. Alright, let's first get into our court action here.
May the wisdom of court
Plots. We'll
guide
go ahead and
us to
strengthen that
glory.
100%. Sick. Alright, so a lot of clowns are coming in here now. Let's use this ambush to... Probably need to use this ambush to our advantage. So let's get into ambush stance here.
Stealth is most efficient.
Move here.
My name will be legend.
Bait general can come in. Okay. Mess. Build this up. We can definitely use this groundwork. 1 expert builders. So this is gonna get, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now we got a stronger garrison there at 12.
I fight for Egypt.
So I have the ambush set. This is gonna hopefully catch some of these guys off guard. This will probably take a little bit to come at us. So Hitem, that's gonna be the next thing to do. Looks like you've got a recruit here. So let's go ahead and build a general.
We are blessed to live in such civilized times.
This general can come down and pick up this guy here.
Calls.
Looks like we got a armored Aegean javelin. So again, random unit, it could spawn, and it just did. So we'll roll down, pick him up, pull him in the army, and then we'll go drop him off somewhere where he's needed. Maybe even try to book it to Hitem here by using these outposts to kind of slingshot us. Okay.
Wisdom in all things.
So let's see. Other than that, diplomacy. Everybody's pretty chill. Other than everybody who's coming into war with us.
To rule is to be wise.
Seti. Okay, let's Probably set up another...
Burning for battle.
Words mean little, but you have earned the royal audience.
What's this guy's name? Ramos.
My name will be legend.
Okay, so let's do that with Seti. We will go to diplomacy. Seti, negotiate. We'll give him Ramos. And let's do, that's fine. A little light on the food right now, so let's maybe see if we can get more food out of this. Single barter. Okay, great. Okay.
Someone hand.
It's gonna kind of help me out a little bit there. Excellent. Okay. So, I mean, that's gonna set us up.
Tausret.
Yeah, we're definitely getting rushed right now, but I think what we'll be able to do is really, you know, hoping for some of these ambushes to pop off.
I will guide
Hoping,
Egypt.
or you know, having our settlements built up with this garrison here. You know, 2 Kopesh or 1 Kopesh swordsman is like, or that's an actual general, but you know, having these built up is going to be nice. We also have some of these outposts here now set up too, which is good. Let's see what we recruited here. Yeah, so we have our outpost, Hatem. I'd probably want to destroy this for now, this way station, and then try to quick construct another tower here, because this is also going to get rushed. But I mean, other than that, you know, this is still survivable. We'd have to kind of be concerned a little bit about what these guys are going to do up here. They got another 20 stack coming down, but Egypt's going to Egypt, and this is just what you gotta, you know, prepare for. There's certain things that happen throughout the campaign, and you know, there's never a same playthrough each and every time. So there's just different little nuances that happened leading up to this, to where, you know, we're getting as rushed as we are. They're just afraid of us, and that's okay. This would definitely be playable. And yeah, you'll probably catch me playing this campaign here further on. As far as rating this goes, I'd probably say this is pretty mid. I think it's a pretty difficult start, just being at the center of Egypt with all of this going on too. But, you know, other than that, if that's the challenge you want, I think this is definitely a great faction for it. You know, building up these chariots too to be pretty solid, that'll be pretty fun. But cool. That'll do it for this episode, though. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you want me to cover another faction that I haven't yet. Just drop it in the comments below. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. See ya!